welcome to another Makeup Monday video. So today's video is going to be the start of a new project pan. Now, I wasn't going to do more than one project pan this year. I was only going to do the hashtag Team Project Pan 2020 with Kat and Hayley from Beauty News because I didn't want to oversaturate myself with too many project pans, which is what happened in 2019, which is why I kind of abandoned ship and didn't do any of them. But then I kept seeing the Pantastic Ladies videos of their new Pan That palette for 2020. I'm still a member of the Facebook page for the Pantastic Ladies. I just haven't been very active on it, and I do still watch their videos when they come up because I do enjoy their videos. So as I say, when I saw their new Pan That palette videos coming out, I was intrigued because this is a Pan That palette that I could do. Like, I could do this one. And I believe it was Erynn's idea, so I will leave her video link for you down below. I believe there was a vote cast on the Pantastic Ladies Facebook page where there was a couple of ideas for Pan That palettes for 2020, and the majority voted for Erynn's project, so congratulations to her. And I can see why, because I think I would have voted for this one as well. And basically, it's panning solitaire. Now, I love me a game of cards, so this really calls to my heart. And the idea is that you start off trying to pan one eyeshadow, then you do a duo, then you do a trio, then you do a quad, and you build up like 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. So I thought I can definitely do that. Rather than concentrating on just one big palette, this is going to let me concentrate on individual eyeshadows. This is going to be fantastic. So let me show you the first sort of single, duo, trio and quad that I have picked out. Now, I do believe that the rules state that you have to pan them in order. So you have to pan your single first, then pan your duo, then pan your trio, and so on and so forth. So if you were to say pan your trio before you've panned your duo, the trio won't count until the duo and the single are panned. So let's start off with my single first. Now, you may think that if you've watched a previous video of mine, and you might remember, I did a video back in 2019, I believe, of products that I will never pan or never want to get rid of in my collection. And you're going to be shocked when you see the product I've chosen for my single, and that is my Super Shock eyeshadow in Issa, because this item was in that video. This is one of those eyeshadows that I said I never wanted to pan, and here I am putting it in a panning project. Well, I think I did kind of explain in that video. It wasn't that I never wanted to pan it, but that I never wanted to not have it in my collection. So the truth of it is that this is a very special eyeshadow for me because Issa is what my little girl, Melissa, used to say her name was when she first started learning to say her own name. She couldn't say Melissa, so she would say, "My name is Issa." And so it has a very special place in my heart. And it's not that I don't want to pan it, because I do want to use it, because when I use this on my eyes, I feel just that little bit closer to my daughter. I feel very special when I wear this. It's very meaningful for me to wear this on my eyes, especially on days like birthdays or Christmas or her birthday, or, you know, days when I'm just feeling like I miss her a little bit more. If you don't know, my daughter was adopted out to another family because of my mental health being really poor at the time. I was severely ill with mental health, so social services had her adopted. But anyway, so why am I panning it? Well, I do have a backup. Thanks to my good friend Laura Bollum. She bought me a backup of this eyeshadow, and so that means that I can use this one, and it is a beautiful, beautiful, like purpley blue shade. Absolutely stunning, so gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And so that means that I can use this one knowing that I have a backup in my collection. And that's the thing, is that it's not that I don't ever want to pan it or don't ever want to use it, because I do. I just want to always make sure that I have a backup in my collection. So I'll be using one and then have another one in my collection. And currently at the moment I do have a backup, so that gives me permission to use this one. So when I see this one almost getting finished, I will be going online and ordering another backup from Colourpop so that I can use one while having a backup. You see what I mean? So that is the single that I will be trying to pan this year. Moving on to my duo, I have this. So this is a Smooch duo palette. Never heard of Smooch before. And this is in the shade Seattle. And we have two very neutral shades here. I have already hit pan in these two in a previous project pan. So those are the two shades there. So we have the darker brown there, and then we have the lighter colour there. So that is that duo. As I say, I have already hit pan in those two shades already. So hopefully I can use up all of these shades sometime this year. This is a more neutral look, so whereas the purple is quite a bold look, if I wanted to do a bold look, this is more of a neutral everyday kind of look. So hopefully I should be able to get through this. Now, since using up my Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells trio back in 2019, I actually don't own any trio eyeshadow palettes. So what I did was I had this little miniature Z palette, and I have three individual eyeshadows in this magnetized palette. So I chose a dark purple, which is from the Pro Artist brand, which I think was Freedom before it changed, and that is in the shade Backseat. Then we have this pink, which is also a Freedom Pro Artist colour in Candy Floss. And then we have the orange, and I believe this is a Makeup Geek colour in the shade Sin City. So that is all three of those. Let me give you a swatch of these. So there's the three colours there. So there's the three colours there. So there is the orange, the pink and the purple. I thought these colours would be great to use with Issa, simply because you've got the matte purple and the pink, the shimmery pink, and then the shimmery orange. I thought they would go really well with that purple of Issa. So because those are barely used, it's going to be a lot of work trying to pan those three. But as I say, because I've tried to make them match Issa, then hopefully every time I use Issa, I'll be using these colours with it. And so hopefully they should get quite a bit of use in them. They might hit pan, I don't know. But yeah, so that is the trio of eyeshadows that I'm going to be using. And finally, I've chosen a quad. I don't think I'll get further than a quad, to be fair. I don't think I'll get further than the duo, to be fair. But I have this Avon quad here. And just as I picked the trio out to go with the single, I picked this quad out because I think these matte neutral shades will go with my duo. So here's the quad. So we have the shimmery duo and then we have the matte quad. So these are all like neutral shades. So hopefully I should get quite a bit of use out of these because I can use these in the creases. I can use this cream shade to set my lid on every eye look. You know, so I reckon I could get quite a bit of use out of these. It won't count unless I manage to pan everything else. But I reckon I could get some really, really good use out of these. I've never even swatched these. So let's have a look. I'm only going to swatch the 3 browns because there's no point swatching a cream. You'll never see it. But there's the 3 browns. So there's a light, medium and a dark brown there. So no point swatching a cream because you'll never see it. So yeah. So those are the quads that I'm going to be trying to pan as well. So that is it. That is all the eyeshadows that I'm going to try and pan in the Pantastic Ladies Pan That palette. We have my single from Colourpop in the shade Issa. We have the duo from Smooch in the shade Seattle. We have my trio in my Z palette with Backseat, Candy Floss and Sin City. And then we have my quad from Avon in the shade Au Naturel. So that is it. That is all the eyeshadows that I'm going to be attempting to pan throughout 2020. So wish me luck, people. I'm going to be trying a Pan That palette again. Let's hope I have a bit more luck this year than I did last year. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!